bless you. Hey y'all, hey. I figured I'd do my skincare before I jump in the shower. I've been doing laundry. Oh, my biceps are so sore. Good day, Maxine. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Donna. Hi, Joni. Look how poofy my freaking hair gets. So annoying. Hey, Robin. Hi, Kimberly. Okay. In a braid. Because I'm sure. I'm sure it will get wet in the shower, so might as well have it in a braid in case it does. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Allison. Hi, Nancy. Good morning, Beverly. Sandy, my weekend was alright. How was yours? My weekend was eventful, except for Sunday. It was not eventful then, but other than that, pretty eventful. My phone is completely broken though, I feel like. It's the whole bottom part of it keeps, so I'm on my spare phone now, and I'm kind of scared to charge the other phone because, hello beautiful, hi Bonnie. How are you? Good morning, Marissa. Yes, that is a detangleable brush. It's from Amazon. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, the whole bottom part of the screen, whenever I swipe up the keyboard to text people back, it's like black. Like that whole part of the screen is black. So I'm not really sure how long it'll last before it poops on me, but like I said, every time I charge it, it gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm gonna try not to use it after it charges that much today, because I don't really want to spend the money on a new phone. Hi Shelly, I would use this one, but this one, the speaker doesn't work when you're on the phone or like trying to video chat or FaceTime. Like you guys can hear me, but I wouldn't be able to hear you, if that makes sense. Oh really, Susan? Haha, for real. Hi Sandy, how are you, friend? Sandy, I'm wearing your necklace. I don't know if you ever see it in my lives or not. Hey, you got me? Hi, Patsy. My lashes need done pretty damn bad, but we're not gonna waste the money on that this week. Maybe next. Maybe next. I'm turning the flash on. That really didn't. Oh, it did help a little bit. Good afternoon, Patricia. So yeah, I stayed the night 2 nights in a row. Oh, my freaking biceps, man. I got a workout this weekend. Damn, Jessica put me to work, y'all. Hi, Pearl. Hi, Deborah. So, I spent the last 2 nights at Josh's house. And, his dogs have fleas. So now I'm washing all of my sheets. I backed the clothes I came in this morning. I gave Frank a bath immediately. Yes, Sandy, hold on. I had to get a new chain for it, same with this one, because as you know, when I sleep, somehow, someway, I tuck my hands in so much that they get under the necklaces. And when I wake up to like switch or spasm, I break it. I don't know if I think I'm like choking myself out or what. So I constantly go through new chains for my necklaces. Constantly. So if that's the chain you got me, and obviously they're not repairable after they get completely ripped like that. If they got ripped at like the part that you like connect, by all means, but they get ripped like in the actual chain link area. But I'm just glad that Frank is on flea medicine. I gave him his pill that's due. It's not due for another 2 weeks, but I gave it to him. Did you put your foot in the lake? Oh yeah, but I had my water condom on. I sleep like that too, yeah. I started sleeping like that after my injury. But yeah, I'm just really hoping that them suckers didn't follow me home. But I got chewed up. Fleas and mosquitoes, y'all. I had an incident with bed bugs twice my whole life. One of my friends, we went to her manager's house and I slept on one of their couches. And he just happened to pick that couch up from somewhere. I can't remember if it was like, I didn't know this prior to sleeping on it. Obviously I found out after when I slipped out on both of them my mom like made me strip at the door when I came home. But he like got it from the side of the road and it had bugs. So I'm sure his whole place got infested. But I had never ever had experienced bed bugs. So I was like at work and I was showing my coworker, I was like, dude, I got chewed up by something this weekend. Like, I don't know what it is. Because I had literally stayed the night at his house and then that morning went to work. And he was like, nuh-uh, girl, for real? I don't even remember my coworker's name. But I'm saying it like that because he was gay, because he was like, nuh-uh, girl, for real? I was like, yes. And I showed it to him. He was like, oh, bitch. And I was like, what? He's like, damn, it's bed bug bites. And I was like, what the hell's a fucking bed bug? He was like, bitch. And where'd you stay? And I told him. He was like, don't go back. And I was like, huh? He was like, when you get home, he was like, shit, you shouldn't even be driving in your car. And I was like, well, wait a minute, what? So I called my mom. I left work early. I called my mom. And she made me strip at the door when I got home. She's like, you ain't fucking coming in here. I was like, what? I'm not even in the clothes that I was wearing. I'm in my work clothes. She's like, I don't give a fuck. And she had me strip. And then she put like a garbage bag on. And made me put a garbage bag on. And then we put on these like scrubs that she had, like these old scrubs. And she made me literally like we put a garbage bag in the shop vac thing or whatever. And she made me vacuum my whole car, like literally, for like 3 or 4 days. I was like, this is a little excessive. And she's like, no. She's like, they spread so fast and so easily. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, Anya, these are like the worst things you could possibly get. And I was like, what? So yeah, that was my first experience ever with that boat. Second experience was at a house that we were renting. And I was the only one getting bit. And it was in the bedroom that I was in. Our Frenchie's on a pill for fleas. He don't ever have fleas. Yeah, Frank never has fleas either, but obviously they're chewing me up, girl. From his house, like, where is it? There's one somewhere right here. I don't want to touch it again and bother it. There's one on my neck. Like, I have rubbed myself raw. Like, I get chewed up by everything. But yeah, Frank's on NexGard and HeartGard, or whatever it's called, for like fleas, heartworm, and all of that. So yeah, and obviously they're not biting him, and I gave him a bath and I combed through him. But the shit somehow, some way came home with me, I feel like. Even though I feel like it didn't, I feel like I'm being a little dramatic, but I ain't risking it for the biscuit, girl. So I washed all of my sheets. I vacuumed, and I'm gonna just give it a day or two. They might be chiggers. No, bitch, I caught one. I caught one. Okay? One was literally jumping on my arm at his house, and I was like, that's a flea. And I told him weeks ago, I said, I'm pretty sure your dogs have fleas. And he was like, no, they don't. I'm like, I'm almost 100% certain your dogs have fleas, but whatever. Don't argue with me. And a bitch was right. Okay? A bitch was right. You live in carpets and couch. Oh yeah. Thank gosh that I haven't really been in my house before I backed everything up. But like I said, I'm still gonna buy the powder and a balm if I have to. But not a vibe. It's that time of year though. It's that time of year, y'all. It's perfectly normal. It's not anything that's disgusting. Fleas are fleas. Especially when you have multiple dogs, and especially when you live in a neighborhood where there's a shitload of stray cats. His house needs bomb. Yeah, that's. I told his roommate today, and I was like, hey, like, just in case he doesn't tell you or like try to take this seriously. They don't really have much of a yard, but yeah. I know, Joyce, that's why I'm like, I ain't going over there until you do. Well, I'm not taking care of bed bugs, so we're talking about fleas, girl. We're talking about fleas, sister. We're talking about fleas. His dogs have fleas. There's so many stray cats around there. Right, Angelina, I hate carpet now. Oh my gosh, for real, Jennifer? I don't believe it's open on the bottom, but now I'm gonna make him ask, or ask him to look at it. When I lived on a farm, we used to literally deal with fleas. Like, I'm talking shit. Every 6 weeks, we had to have, especially deer fleas, or deer ticks, I'm sorry. We had to treat the yard like every 6 weeks. They were so bad in that area that I lived in. So bad. Fuck carpet, right? No matter how much you vacuum, flea collars are absolutely horrible for your pets. Don't do that to them, please. Hold on, y'all, let me throw this out. Look at my baby. Being animals is just something that happens, and that's gross. It's just annoying. I know. It just sucks, though. Look at him. So cute. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you for your stars, my love. Belinda, hello, beautiful. Thank you for the 100 stars, babe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, Thunder soap works wonders for fleas. My skin felt really, really dry. Also, if you click the little envelope for my link on my last live, if you could message my page with your name and phone number or your email, I would greatly appreciate it, because it didn't work. That special link didn't work for me. It showed me people were clicking it and interested, but I never got their like the email with their info. What's the white sock trick? Hi Sue. Deborah, thank you for your 20 stars, beautiful. And thank you for becoming a subscriber, friend. But yeah, it's just frustrating. It's just something you don't want to deal with. It's just a pain in the ass. Frank is the cutest. I love him so much. Even though they're minding his own business. Alright, I need to jump in the shower. Oh, we have a stars party. Can we complete her? Can we complete the stars party before I get off the live? Cool. Can we? 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 Hi, Jessica. Can we? Let me get this forehead hair. Delinda, thank you for the 100 stars, my love. Got her. Can you see her? She's there. Well, not that dark one. I don't know where that dark one came from. But the little, does anyone else have a random blonde forehead hair? That's literally the only one I have. Oh yeah, Frank used to love getting baths. Now he does not fuck with them whatsoever, girl. Like, at all. He's like, no bitch, no thank you. You too, Maxine. Oh, I believe it, Beverly. It's been bad the last 2 years up in Ohio where my friends live. Oh, okay. So I should tell him to try the white sock trick. That's what you're telling me. Oh, really? Well, what the hell? All right then, Diesel. Way to be indecisive, bitch. I'm gonna get this pinky cut. keeps snagging on my chair. And I'm afraid it's going to rip off. And it's not that long, but I can't get it. It's just the corner of it. At the angle that I'm trying to cut it at. There we go. Gotcha, bitch. Ow. Oh, really, Jennifer? Dang, that's funny. Do any of these need cut while I'm here? We know the big toe don't. My dad used to always cut his toenails outside. My mom brushes her hair outside for the most part. What's new? Well, besides my toe amputation and my fertility journey, my life is pretty boring and sad. But at least everything is calming down slowly, so that's a plus. So I'm thankful for it. I'm down to 3-week checkups for my foot. Couldn't be happier. My next checkup is on the 29th. And what else? And that's about it. Nothing else that's new. But I'm gonna jump off here and shower, and then I'm gonna jump back on with you guys and make some spaghetti for lunch. And I was gonna make some birria tacos if I could. Why are you itching? You're gonna freak me out now. Help. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna jump off here and I will see you guys after my shower. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye, my loves.